What's up?
Okay. Welcome to the Season 9 Brickyard 400. And the first Brickyard 400 with the ICR cars, and we have a lot of stories to go over with y'all. Um so welcome to this 2-mile oval that has a lot of pretty tight turns with a lot of short shoots in between them. This race plays host to the Brickyard 400 in real life and the Indianapolis 500. But starting off with the stories, let's start with the 77 team. Jessica just picked up her first win with Johnny Benson Racing last week in Michigan in their home race. And that was a big win for JBR, who has been kind of struggling this whole season. When you look at their results on paper, you would think that they're not the best team historically, but last season and season 7 have kind of proved that wrong. But I think JBR might be starting to find some momentum at the right time because their other driver Zevel just took the points lead among a very unique situation between the top two in points last weekend, Thunder and Kenyon. Making a collision, and which kind of both sent them to the back, and that was the perfect opportunity for Zevel to steal the regular season points lead coming into Phoenix. And so in the booth with me is Connor and Matthew Hill. I'm glad to have y'all up here for
Yeah,
this
Tuesday.
great night of racing.
Back
Yeah,
again.
we
Um,
love a crown jewel track like this.
Yep, and some more stories to go over. Sonard kind of had an up and down season so far. This is last season's winner of the Brickyard 400, trying to defend his title of winning the Brickyard 400. As right now he's 41st on the on the time sheets. But some bigger stories. The long-awaited return for the Outlaw is here, as he will make his first start in 11 weeks for the Outlaw Mark Enterprises team. Obviously, we know he had that horrific crash in Daytona that sidelined him for 10 races. And the driver of the 8 is back and ready to go back to work for the first time in a long time. I'd say about 2 months have passed ever since he crashed.
Just about. Almost
Yeah,
3.
yeah. 2 months and 3 weeks. But the other unfortunate story is, even though Outlaw just recovered from his injury, a new injury has popped up, which is Max Molina having another horrific crash at Michigan last week. Molina went side by side with Legends. Well, no, did not go side by side with Legends. Went side by side with another car. Can't remember who it was. Exiting pit road, and they got together, and Molina was sent up the racetrack, and Legends couldn't slow down in time and T-boned him really hard. So Molina, out with concussion and a fractured arm, will be sidelined for another 5 weeks after this race. Well, 5 weeks starting this race. And his replacement is none other than Professor Prost, who is doing quite well in the Shell Series standings. Prost I believe in the top 10 in point standings since for the Shell Series, making his has he made a start in Cup before this? I believe he has.
I
I'm unsure.
don't think
I think
so.
I think he might have in yeah, he I think he might have when Park.
I remember he attempted to make select starts in season 7.
I think he might have raced in some of them. So, albeit not not much Cup experience, especially this is his first ever race in the ICR car. So this is going to be a learning curve for the 65, for the new driver, 65 for the next 5 weeks. And Obviously, Moff. Let's talk about him in his final ever Brickyard 400 start. And yeah, and obviously, another thing about the Brickyard is, you know, the racing can be very exciting, but the crashes can be very, you know, very violent. You're going at speeds over 212 miles and 215 miles an hour, down the straightaways.
And then you have to quickly slow that down to about 180.
And remember that tire wear is going to be a factor too. So the speeds will continue to slow down over the run, and tire wear is also going to be a huge factor. So we're going to see a lot of differing pit strategies as well, as we do almost every week. Right now, top of the board is Zach in the 68, followed by the 10 of Kyle, who had a pretty, well, where did he finish last week? I don't remember, but he was running decent for a little while in Michigan. Then his NASCAR fan, who has also been having a tough season, along with Quadruped, and Josh, who is 6th in points, looking to point his way into the chase for the first time in a long time. And Gaming Freak is in 6th with the guy trying to go back-to-back in Crown Jewel wins, Joe Kwan. And then Kenyon, obviously we mentioned, had that clash with his rival Thunder last week in Michigan. And Legends in the 5. And then his Ebenezer in the 19, looking for some good runs this season. See Matthew Hill right here behind his driver in the 87. Matthew's had a really solid year as well.
Yeah,
Obviously,
especially compared to a season ago.
Yeah, but the last few weeks he's kind of in a drought, kind of looking for at least some form of momentum. I think a good result in here in Indy would definitely give him some momentum.
And I mean, I'd say top 15 a week ago, definitely a good way to kind of bring in a little bit of
Slowly
momentum.
ease into that momentum. So yeah, decent result there. As we're going to go into qualifying. All right. And the cars are gridded on the front stretch, and the guy who just took the points lead after last week, Zevel, he can't stop winning. He can't stop winning overall. He's just won another pole, as the 47 will start P1, and alongside him is rookie King Barnabas in the 35. There is another Pontiac Arthur right behind Zevel, and the 15 of Kenyon, looking to rebound after a tough race last week. Then it's Nickname in the 30 and Truexpan in the 56. Then it's Slick's Flame in the 22 and the 44 is Hector Daniel. Then it's Landon in the 63 and Giuseppe in the 74. And then it's Lynn in the 32 and Deuce Castroneves in the 18. Then it's Nikki in the 87 alongside defending Brickyard 400 winner Sean Ard. Then it's the 54 of Fanatic and the 26 of Byron Fan. Then the new Tide Ride, it's the 28 of Ethan Solar with Professor Prost in his first ICR start alongside. Then it is the 92 of Pendre and the 12 of Ryan Brainy. Then it is the 55 of Byrne and the man making his long-awaited return, looking for a good race today, Outlaw. Then it's Moff in the 75 and Jessica in the 77, last week's winner, looking to go back-to-back. Then it is the 3 of Mark, looking for another Crown Jewel win. Then it's the 71, I should say, of Bailey Parker. Then it's the 81 of Pavo and the 37 of Neil. Then it's the 45 of Quadruped and the 91 of Craig Popris. That's the 19 of Ebenezer and the 90 of Matthew Hill. Then his teammate Patrick Miller and 24 of Josh. Then the 88 of Gaming Freak and the man who topped the practice times, Zach. That's the 25 of Thunder and the 5 of Legends. Then towards the back is the 2 of Commander Brick and the man looking for his second crown jewel win in a row, Joquan. Then rounding out the field will be Kyle in the 10 and Quad Kid Boy in the 78. Excited to see what Indy has in store for us.
Yeah.
Drivers, start your engines.
As the drivers will fire up the engines, and we're going to get rolling for 80 laps.
And I can say
And
for the
Indy-
sake of Zevel, he's really just found momentum, and he has not let go of it.
Not at all.
He's definitely been one of the most dangerous drivers this season, despite not having a win.
And we're gonna see how electric it is on these restarts. Usually, some guys can get aggressive and try to go for spots, and we've seen very big accidents off of this corner right here, turn 2. Remember back in season 6, NASCAR fan when he was driving the 69 went flying in the air, almost into the catch fence, and came down on all fours, and that was a very memorable accident.
Oh,
from
you're
this
going to
race.
see people fanning out right on the front stretch.
And then season 7 off of turn 2, remember Slinky, when he was in the 21, went tumbling off of turn 2 in the infield grass. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of, big restarts and a lot of big moves here as well.
Yeah, these drivers, they get momentum. They get all antsy because they know that you have to make your passes early. You can't, and you can't really sit on them. You have to make them fast. Can't really think about the pass. Sometimes it leads to getting too aggressive. You see incidents like what we've seen in the past.
Here we go. Zevel will lead the field of green. King Barnabas right alongside. And we are green in the Brickyard 400.
And a really good start for Zevel.
Yep, and he's going to clear the 35, who also has a clearing space right in front of the 23 of Arthur right there. So Zevel with a great start with good momentum in front. Arthur's clear. Nickname in the top 4 are all single file. Make that the top 5 as they thunder down the back straightaway for the first time. Nickname going for a move on the 23 of Arthur. 213, 14, 15, 16 miles an hour as the 30 dives to the inside of the 23 in a very late dive bomb right there.
And I can tell you that they really just decided to give each other some respect right there on the first lap. But that's not always going to be the case. Later in the race, you're not going to want to give any room. As you see Barnabas making a move.
Going for the lead. The 35, not having the best of seasons in his rookie year, takes the lead from the 47 of Zevel, and the nickname's looking for some room as well. Not going to get there.
And Barnabas took it in pretty convincing fashion.
He had momentum right down the front stretch and said, I'm going to take the lead from you. Thank you.
And that's the good part about being behind somebody on the down the straights. You can take their draft. You can take a run. This might happen going into turn 1.
Yeah, Zevel is not done with this 35 car yet, though. But you got to watch out for the 30. 30's got to run on the 47. And here he goes. 30 to the inside. Zevel's going to try and block almost some contact in the turn 1.
And that was close.
A very late defensive move by Zevel. And it's going to cost him unless he can get in front of the 23, and he does. What a move by the 47.
Arthur's going to let him in.
And Zevel might try to get the crossover on the 30 right here, and in turn 3, he might try to pay the favor back. 30's going to look to the inside of the 35, and he's going to boot him up the racetrack.
Yeah, moved him with the air.
But the thing is about Indy, you do not want to be trapped on the outside here.
Yeah, Barnabas might... He might start losing a little bit of hope But I mean, it's early in the race. He can always recover.
Yep, you
He's
have
going
to
to be able to pop in behind Zevel probably.
look at this. Almost 3 wide. They are 3 wide into turn 1. Look at this move from the 47. Powers through the 35. Powers through the 30. And he is back in front. So we're seeing some aggressive racing out of this top 3 so far. And Zevel is going to now running away with it.
Yeah, he doesn't have the points lead, but he's trying to tell everybody that he deserves it.
Well, he does have the points
Yeah,
lead.
I meant to say he has the points lead with no wins.
And
yeah,
nickname trying to fight around the outside there. As it is a bunch of cars in this battle now because of only a few getting side by side, and Nickname makes a big block there, but he's gonna get it done. Kind of feel like you have to kind of make some of those moves to get in front of people when that outside is going to do you no good.
yeah,
When you're side by
and it's definitely one of the most dangerous moves you can make, but you have to make them.
So Zevel now over a half a second in front. But right now it's Pontiac, Ford, Dodge, Pontiac. So 3 Pontiacs in the top 5. And we have about another 2 in the top 10. Look at this 75. He is moving in his final Brickyard 400 start.
Look at how badly Barnabas and Arthur both dropped.
Yep, that's the consequence of being stuck on the outside here at Indianapolis.
At this point now, they're both outside of the top 10.
Fanatic going for a move on the 22 of Slick's Flame. Fanatic in his sophomore season. Slick's Flame the rookie.
Yeah, Fanatic trying to keep off of that sophomore slump that we see so many drivers getting.
And looks like the other Pontiac's gonna try and take advantage unless the 22 can get right in front, and he does.
And that was close.
Landon got stuck on the top right there. Now he's gonna file in line right in front of the 44 of Hector. As you can see the speeds of these guys down the back straightaway. 215, 217, 218 miles an hour as they go into turn 3. Hector looking for some room on Landon here. And the 30 has caught up to the 47. These two are not done battling yet.
Now, I'd say these two guys are established at this point. And you can tell, Nickname, he doesn't want to give up any positions that easily. He's still going to fight back. But Zevel, he also wants to keep these positions. He doesn't want to, just pull over. He wants to fight back as well. But Fanatic, he's gaining. He's waiting in the wings.
But you think about it, Zevel is you think Zevel's fighting for a lot? You think about the Sturdy, he's fighting to get into the chase. Zevel might be fighting for the points lead, but this Sturdy car, I'd say he has a lot more to lose right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yellow flag. Caution is out, and it's a big crash.
Legends.
Cars involved.
Pavo.
Zach is a gaming freak, and Joquan is destroyed.
I think it's on Pablo got off his wheels there for a bit.
Yeah, I think I saw him on his side. Maybe it was Legends. I'm not sure. It was somebody in that part of the track, turn 4.
Who just won a crown jewel earlier this year, is destroyed in the 18. Let's go back to the lap and see what happened. And like I said, this is a very fast racetrack. You're going to see stuff like this happen in the race, but obviously a huge, huge wreck. Going to have to see what the cause was here. See Joquan on the inside. He might have got in. There might have been contact with the 18 here.
I mean, it definitely happened in 4.
He was up front. Got turned, I think, off the bumper, and
oh my god,
huge impact.
Oh,
He got on both of his sides.
that
goodness, huge accident in turn 3. You'll see See, the 81's going to be up the racetrack here. I think Quad's going to get tight and get into his left rear. You see the 25 has to slam on the brake to avoid the 45. And the 81's going to get spun down the racetrack and back up into traffic. Oh, nowhere for the 5 to go. That's back-to-back DNFs for him. And the 1's going to wedge underneath the 81 for only a second. See, Zach's going to get collected as his Gaming Freak late. Oh, my gosh.
I mean, that's a hard hit.
Boom.
God, Legends had nowhere to go.
Oh,
That's
right there, I think Beal got into the left rear of the 68.
probably through all
I
the
guess
checking up.
Yeah, I don't think the 68 cut in front trying to avoid, and Beal didn't recognize
He wasn't
it
ready
and
for it.
just slammed right back of the 68, and that's where the 88 gets collected.
But that's a
So,
hard hit for Pavo.
Yeah, that's also a massive accident. We're going to take a few onboards here,
I'm bored
starting
with
with the 5.
I mean, that's definitely not the hit that you want to have after you already just had a really hard hit.
Ooh.
He's lucky it was the passenger side of Pavo's car.
Yeah, Pavo, he should be okay. And obviously, like you said, passenger side, but that was still the main concern is that he went roof first into the outside wall. But let's see. I think we'll see if he gets cleared from the medical center. Ooh, I think right there that hit on the driver's side by the 18 sent his car on its side, and then
it sent
Joe
it
Quan came in.
floor side first, and then went to the roof.
Yeah, and then Joe Quan came in and he hit the 5 and then got shot up into the 81. We're right on board with the 81. Yeah, when you get turned down the racetrack at Indianapolis entering turn 3, there's not a lot you can do except for just brace for the impact. As you're coming
once you end up in that grass, then it's over. And I mean, he went completely over the access road.
Here's the 1. Yeah, just had nowhere to go. And that will be his day over. And now final on board, here's the 18. Oh.
It's a hard hit.
I think he may have thought he had it missed.
I would have thought. Yeah, I would have thought he had it missed.
But the 81 just was right there.
I mean, he slammed into Pavo.
Yeah, that was a hard hit. But that will put us under our first caution of the night.
And Joe Quan has had some choice words over the radio, voicing his displeasure. Understandably.
See the 68, the 88, the 5, heavily damaged.
We'll have to see if he can reach minimum speed. I think he's entering pit road again.
Yeah, he's. I think that car's done. But everyone else is pitting, just for tires, and maybe some gas. We did run 8 laps, and these guys can go about 20 as the 18, the 81, and the 1 are officially out. And the 5 and the 88 are officially out. Let's see the 68's update, if he can continue. I believe he will. His I think it's only the back end that has some damage.
Yeah, it's pretty significant, though.
from 38th to 42nd, those are the five men that are out of this race. As Zebel won the race off pit road. So he'll be leading us back to the green flag shortly. Already 10 laps into this one. See some notable guys in this top 5. We have 3 Pontiacs up here: Zebel, Lynn, and Fanatic. 2 of them 23-7 cars and a JBR car.
Yeah, and Pontiac did not get to the greatest of starts to start the season. Now they're starting to turn it on.
Yep,
And you also have
gain
Moff up there.
Yeah, Moff in his final Brickyard 400, as mentioned, running P3 right now. What a moment it would be to go out and win a crown jewel in your last season.
You got Mark running in the 6th position. Pretty good handful of experienced and young drivers.
Yep. Here's a name that we haven't seen in the top 10 for a little bit. How about Truexpan? Oh, wait, never mind. He's not in the top 10 anymore, but he's 16.
There is one that's in the top 10 that we haven't really mentioned in the top 10 at all this season. Nicky.
Of course you said that.
Okay, but it's true. His best finish is like 22nd.
This entire season?
Yeah. I've been keeping up with it. His best finish is in the 20s.
I actually did not know that. That's kind of sad.
Anyways.
I mean, it might have changed, but last I checked, it was in the 20s.
And taking a look at the rest of this top 15. Wait, whoops. You got Jessica Pendre, we haven't seen in a little bit. Byrne, Barnabas, and Hector Daniel, who has been kind of plagued with engine problems the whole season. See Ethan Solar in the new Tide ride. See Kenyon and his championship rival who just collided with him last week, Thunder right there. I don't know. They coming into this race, both those drivers said that they talked it out, but, you know, stuff could still happen between them on the racetrack. I think both of them, their main focus is just to, you know, try and get after this 47.
I just looked at it. Nicky only has 1 top 10 all season, actually.
Yeah, there are a few guys like that.
It was 8th. It was like...
I think the guy the guy who still has the best stats is the 25, but Zebel, if he can just get a win... Oh, never mind. Zebel has 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s.
Zebel's the most consistent. We haven't really talked about him much.
Yeah, he's been quietly consistent. That's the reason why he has the points lead right now.
Yeah, he's
a lot of consistency on this 47.
He's been finishing top 5 while the other guys, top 10 in points, have been getting into incidents, trying to keep each other from gaining points.
Okay, bro. No, do not look what he just said. Do not look at what he just said in the VC chat.
Showing in the top corner.
Yeah, don't. Okay.
I wish I could make it through it and pop up.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
Banned. Get out.
You're done, buddy.
But we're 1 degree now. As we look at the chase, this top 10 is kind of interesting. We have Zebel, Thunder, Kenyon, Josh, Joe Kwan, who is most likely going to fall after this race after he DNF'd. Lynn, Matthew Hill, Deuce Castroneves, Moff, and Craig Popgris. That's the top 10. And the wild cards are Jessica and Brandon Beal. So this chase lineup is looking very interesting this season. But let's see how much it'll change after this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say if you compare this chase lineup currently to last season, at the same time,
You
it's
probably
a
wouldn't
big
believe it.
change.
Yeah.
A year ago, nobody would believe you.
Maybe you believe like the 25 being up there, but you know, the 32, the
Maybe the
90,
47, you'd probably believe
18.
that.
But Zevel, he was the first mathematical exit out of the chase last season. Not much success other than his win at Knoxville.
And here we go.
He obviously turned it around this season as here we come to the restart.
Here we go. Let's try to get a likely green flag running.
Green flag. Let's see how aggressive this restart gets. As Zevel gets a pretty even restart with Lynn being pushed by Moff into turn 1. And Moff still on the bumper of the 47 as they exit off of turn 2 for the first time on this restart.
Yeah, Moff, he's very experienced. He knows what he's doing at a track like this. I think he's going to be able to make his way up and get past Zevel.
Trying to make a move and a big dive to the inside on the 30. Kind of doing what the 30 did to him earlier at the start of the race.
Moff is going to have to get up to the bumper of the 47, and then he's going to have to make the move. He's got to get a run.
And this draft, you know, it plays a big factor here at Indy. Here he goes.
He's making the move.
And Moff.
He quickly cleared him.
Zevel's got to get down. And he does, just in time. Caution again. This time in turn 1.
Patrick Miller.
Professor Prost, big
Prost, quad.
Josh.
Under. No, that's not Thunder. That's Josh.
See Outlaw, slow. Josh, who we just talked about in the pre-race. 6th in the point standings. And that might be his day over as Moff has the lead over Nickname coming to the race back. And the 75 will lead us back to the second caution of the night. All right, so let's see what it was for this time. Big contenders taken out. This time in out of the exit of turn 1, which is pretty odd. Never see really any crashes there. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Huge impact to the outside wall.
Patrick had nowhere to go.
Wow.
And Outlaw had nowhere to go.
Let's take a closer look.
Actually, no. Outlaw might have been the culprit.
See Prost on the inside. Bailey Parker just got into the 24 and huge hit to the outside wall. That's a concrete barrier.
Was Outlaw in it?
I don't think Outlaw actually had any contact.
Yeah, I think he avoided that.
Oh, he did miss it.
My God.
What an avoidance he ate.
He almost got body slammed by Professor Prost as well.
You see, Josh, I think, checked up, and Bailey Parker got tight and then ran into his left rear, and then the 65 is going to get right hooks hard into the wall.
I mean, I think he also kind of came up a little bit. Could just be inexperience.
Yeah. Well, Parker, he has about 2-3 seasons under his belt.
Yeah. But Prost, I think he came up a little. Just ever so slightly.
We're going to take a ride on board with the 65. Oh, my gosh.
That was a violent spin.
Very violent hit.
I mean, they don't normally spin that fast when they actually spin around.
Riding on board with Josh. This is all the way at the back.
Yeah, so all he sees is just a bunch of smoke.
Oh, he took a hard
Not
hit
even
too.
him. Yeah. Patrick Miller and Quad Kid Boy had nowhere to go.
So, the guy who's 6th in the point standings is having trouble.
That's sure to make him lose a spot.
So, this is our second yellow at Indianapolis. See Professor Prost. Big story coming into this one. He'll be done for the day. And an incident that wasn't his fault. So here
They
comes.
all go in?
It'll be Moff leading them to pit road.
If we have this many cautions, this will be a very familiar sight.
Similar to a lot of Indianapolis
Everybody on
races.
pit road. I
Yep.
mean, this track eats your tires.
We saw how the truck and shell races went last season.
So the
Fuel
65
only.
and 4 are the only DNFs, as Moff only took 2 tires. That might be the strategy there.
NASCAR
But
fan
he's not
almost
going to be
missed his
first off
pit
pit
stall.
road. He's not going to be first off pit road. It's going to be, looks like the 30 and the 22 got him off pit road.
I can tell you what caused it. The 75, when he exited his pit stall, he had the 28 there. Both of them checked up.
And so Moff will lose 2 spots on pit road, as the 30 and the 22 will be ahead. And we'll be going green next time around, as these guys still trying to get into their positions. So now we have 35 left in this race in 16 laps. Only 2 cautions so far.
And only 2 DNFs from that wreck.
Yep. And that's a big loss for the 24, considering where he is in points right now.
Yeah. And as you said, big loss for the 24, because that entire top 10 is really tight in points.
For sure. And we'll be going green this time. So the 30 will be leading. That's a familiar sight. He's been kind of up here for the first 17 laps.
He's definitely been the most consistent so far.
Hasn't led all of them, but
It
has
is-
been up inside the top 3.
And up inside the top 5 basically the entire race.
Halfway lap is 40. And here we go. Going to be double file as they go through turn 3. We're going to go back racing. This time it'll be the 30 of nickname up front. And 22 on the front row with them. Remember, last restart, Moff restarted 3rd and got the lead off of turn 2. See if he can work that magic again. And coming to the restart zone, we're back racing. So hopefully we get a longer run this time, as the 30 and 22 get an even restart down to turn 1. But that inside line is going to work its magic yet again. And the 30 and the 75 are clear out front. Look at the run that Moff has off of turn 2.
Yeah, and he had a really good run. Now he's going to be able to kind of reel in the 30. It's going to happen probably front stretch.
I would just say for the 75, just have some patience here.
I don't think the pass is going to happen this time by, but it could if he can get a good enough run off the corner. And I think he did.
I don't
No,
think
I
he's going
don't
to be
think
able
he's
to take it
there.
this time.
It's going to be
Nope.
next time around.
Further back, Byrne going for, what is that, 5th on Fanatic?
Believe so.
Moff took. Oh, huge
whoa.
wreck!
Oh,
in the
my
back.
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
2
Cars in the
Pontiacs.
air.
Hector
It's
Daniel.
Lynn,
Lynn in there.
Mark, Ebenezer.
And another yellow. See Lynn heavy damage. They're lucky that there were only about 3 cars in that. As it's going to be a dogfight to the race back. Who's going to get it across the line? It'll be Nickname.
Zevel really didn't help anybody. He knew that it was just a race back.
But now let's take a look off of the infamous turn 2. I think it started with Lynn up at the up here. Someone must have made it 3 wide. Saw Kenyon had it 3 wide right there. Oh, Hector did make it 3 wide and cut across the nose of Kenyon.
Oh, my God.
Hard rear end impact into the wall.
And
for
Hill
Lynn.
almost piled into that. We've had a lot of near avoidances today. I mean, Outlaw.
Yeah, I'd say that's not Kenyon's fault there
Yeah.
at all. The 44 went for an aggressive 3 wide move, and he went to the low side, and he was not clear.
Yep.
But that was a big impact for the 30, and I think the 19 as well, who ran straight into the back of the 44.
32 as well.
But like you said, Matthew Hill had a big miss there. See right there, Hector just kept coming down.
And all the
Luckily-
cars behind that are lucky.
Yeah, not too many other cars collected. Saw Lynn kept it going after hitting the wall. Driving more with Ebenezer. Oh.
Nowhere to go.
Oh, yeah,
And
you
then
saw Mark out of well. But other than that, surprisingly, nobody else got involved other than those 4.
Yeah, and that happened pretty close to the front.
Yeah. As for a crash off a turn 2, you'd expect them to not be able to avoid it, as Moff's kind of checking up the field right here.
The nickname, for some reason, went behind them all.
But they're all coming onto pit road anyway. Pace cars exiting turn 1. And I think the 47 and the 47 to 75 might get penalized here.
Yeah, they did pass the
Because
30.
He was at the race back, and they weren't letting him go. Moff takes fuel only, but it's going to be interesting to see what the officials have to say about this.
They might black flag him.
Yeah, Zebel's taking tires.
I don't know. I
Nickname
don't feel like we've had enough green flag laps to warrant taking tires.
So Nickname wins the race off pit road, but these 2 right here, Moff and Zebel, are going to be the ones to keep our eye on. See what let's see if what call the officials are going to make here.
It would definitely suck to see 2 really fast cars end up having to go to the back.
Or even black flagged on the restart, because sometimes in situations like these, the driver gets black flagged on the restart, and they have to serve their penalty under green.
Which, I mean, isn't complete. It's not a complete end to the
Not end of their
their
day,
race, because
it'll
you can go down pit road, but you'll still be a long way behind.
Yeah, with how big this track is, you could I think you could still pit, but still be on the lead lap. Like I said, gonna have to see what the officials say on this.
And that's a hard call to make as an official.
Yep. As the 19 is the only one out of this race after that incident. And we're going to be going green this time. And let's see if they can keep it clean this restart. So far, we've had 3 cautions for accidents in 3 different places. First one coming in off turn 3 into turn 4. Then the second was off of turn 1, and the third was off of turn 2. Well, let's see what the officials are going to have to what they're going to say about the 75 and 45 as we're going to take the restart.
It's also going to
I'd
be
say
interesting with the 2
if they
leaders in
come
front of
down-
them.
If they come down, if those cars come down after on this restart lap, then that means they did receive a penalty. But if not, then I guess the officials are going to let it go. As here we go, back to green.
I think the officials are letting it go because they technically did not pass them until after, or they didn't. They weren't in front of nickname across the line.
Either way, green flag, and the 22 gets a massive jump on that outside line, and he has a clearing in front of the 30.
That was an amazing restart.
Yep, for nickname, especially in the 30's gonna cut across. I meant to say the 22 had a great restart.
Slammed the door on the 75.
But let's see if the 75 has to come down. Oh, almost contact between teammates there. And it looks like they're not coming down, so I guess the officials kind of waved it off. So the 75 and 47 will go penalty-free. And they'll cut across right in front of the 92. Zevel looking for some room to get around Moff.
I don't think making the pass in between 1 and 2 is the best place to make it, though. Or at least not the best place to set it up.
Nickname to the inside of the 22. Will he get there? No, he can't. Look at Moff, though. He's going to try and set up a dive here. Big aggressive move.
It's going to work. Because now he's going to be set up.
Oh, contact! Huge contact into the door of the 30.
Surprised nobody got loose from that.
Yeah, you saw damage right there.
Yeah,
big damage on the left side
You
of the
see
30.
a big donut in the side. That is...
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, that was a hard hit.
Yeah, you can see he's kind of holding everyone up, too.
Yeah, he's going to start hobbling around the racetrack.
Zevel's got to get down. I'm sure he does not want to be a part of this.
I mean, I would almost say that was uncalled for.
Yeah, Moff made a very abrupt dive into turn 3 and got the 30, just sent it into the 30's driver's side door.
I mean, it got the pass done, and now it's slowing Zevel down.
So Slick's Flame Lee's the rookie out of Team Penske's truck program. Has the veteran Moff right behind him, who may have some damage on that right front fender.
But even then, I think that's definitely one of the scariest sights to see in your rear view. I don't think you want to see Moff right behind you.
Yeah.
Especially if you're hearing what he just did to get second.
Yeah, you know,
I mean, you can tell he's hungry.
Sometimes some drivers can get really aggressive. See Zevel trying to pass. He also makes contact with 30. So that's the second time in a row that the 30's left side door has been knocked off. And now here comes Burn.
And it also happened by the 2 guys that passed him after the race back.
After Zevel lost momentum, and now Moff is going backwards on that outside. Oh, look at this. Look who's behind him. The 30. Will we think about repaying the favor
I mean,
after what just happened to him?
If I were him, I'd repay.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see side by side for second. Giuseppe, another rookie trying to get into this top 2, and he does.
I would say lucky for Moff that I'm not the 30 because I would have slammed into his rear bumper even harder than he slammed to my door.
Zevel to the inside of Burn. Further back. Now, meanwhile, this battle is heating up for second. Lots of cars joining in the fray. See
Yeah, you
NASCAR
see,
fans
yeah,
back.
Ethan Solder, he's having a good run. That's not normal for him.
But how about this rookie, Slicks Flame, who is an absolute phenom in the Truck Series? We knew he was going to have a lot of talent in the Cup Series. Now just starting to run away with this lead.
And you also have to think about the fact that he's in a rookie class that really has a tough rookie class to follow up.
Yep, Giuseppe, who also ran well in his Shell Series campaign, and King Barnabas as well.
Yeah.
Who already had some Cup experience under his belt, but not a full season. As I think we're starting to finally get into a clean run. His nickname is going backwards. I don't think he'll have an opportunity to repay Moff anytime soon.
But yeah, this is how Indianapolis is. You have a few chaos-filled restarts, then it might start kind of cleaning up a little bit. I mean, we might see a few more incidents, but I doubt it.
Zevel big pass on the 92 here. That's for fourth. Giuseppe, rookie to rookie battle for this lead.
Both of these drivers have been highly praised through their through their uprisings,
but also highly scrutinized for, Giuseppe not having the rookie season that a lot of people expected him to have. But, it's the Cup Series. Cup Series is at a whole different level than the Shell Series.
Yeah, it's a whole different animal.
Oh! Zevel almost got into the left rear and turned the 75 as he was going to make the move. As they're side by side, the two guys that have been fighting for the lead most of this race. Zevel might come up to block. Will Moff try to cross him back over?
Nope. He might.
Giuseppe
There's a fight for the lead. He's going to have the lane you need.
10 to go until the halfway. Slicks Flame has to get down in front of the 47. I think he has enough time to do it. And he will.
Plenty of time.
Will he cross the 74 back over? Oh, he's got to run. He's going back to the lead. He wants that lead badly. And he's diving to the inside in turn 3.
Because he knows the importance of leading halfway.
Yep, halfway could be his first career win, depending on if anything happens.
And Moff
with the weather
right behind Slicks Flame, trying to be on the attack, but Zevel kind of helped out Giuseppe a little bit. Teammates.
Moff, huge dive, contact into turn 1.
But now we have numbered neighbors fighting each other.
74-75. Zevel cuts in front of Burn and gets to the inside of the 74. What a move.
And that's the aggression.
That was the exact same move Hector Daniel did to get him that got himself wrecked, but Zevel perfected it that time.
That's the aggressive perfection that you expect out of Zevel. He's really good at perfecting how he uses his aggression.
And Zevel looking for his 5th top 5 of the season, which would be his 7th top 10. He is absolutely going off this season. And look at this. He's going for second as well. He's going to make contact with the 75. Another aggressive move. And Moff's got damage on the left rear. See that little donut on the tire wall back there.
And now Moff got a little taste of his own medicine.
Indeed, he did. See the 70. Yeah, you see that little scratch on the door right there. Let's see. I'm not sure how hard that will hurt him.
I don't think it's going to be that much, but, I mean, this track is really fast, so it can really affect you, even though it may not look like it could.
I think Moff, even if he doesn't win this race, I think he'll take something like a top 5. He got his season off to a horrible start, but right now, P10 in the last chase car in on points. He would really love to take
He'll take a good run.
Yep. Any good run he can get.
Any good point stays.
But Zevel making another run for the lead. Look who has joined the fray. Byrne in the 55, still looking for that elusive first cup victory, and he's going for second.
And we know Byrne has gone through heartbreak.
After heartbreak. Not as much as the 45 of quadruped, but, you know.
Still quite a bit.
Yeah, it's kind of on that level.
Zevel gets a run off the corner.
I think he's going to clear the 55 into 1.
Yeah. Can he cut him off?
And he does.
And enough cars have been thrown up onto the outside to where you can really kind of get a run off the corner now. Can't really get a run mid-corner, but off the corner, you have more speed.
I think off turn 4, I think that's the most kind of banked part of this racetrack. That's kind of that kind of sounds dumb to say because it's all the same. But you see this kind of corner right here. It's kind of more banked than 1 and 2.
Yeah, 3 and 4, 10.
Well,
it looks a lot more banked.
Yeah. See, Zevel with a run. He's gonna. I think he's gonna clear the 74. He might have a shot at regaining the spot on Byrne as well. Moff's going to the inside of Giuseppe. Look who has got him into this top 10. Mr. Long Run, Pendre McHarold. We haven't seen him inside the top 10 yet this race.
Yeah, he's been quietly sneaking up into the top 10, sneaking towards that top 5.
I feel like that's what Pendre does best. Just slowly sneaks into top.
I mean, I saw him just outside the top 10, but now
how about Landon looking for a good run? Kyle, look at that move.
Showing off his little bits of a racecraft that he kind of developed throughout, what was it, season 7?
Season 7, yeah. But Kyle, this is also his sophomore season because he did not race last season. As looking at this, Byrne will take the lead from the 22 of Slicksblame, who led about 10 laps or so, and now he's going behind Zevel as well.
And I don't think Zevel's just going to let Byrne lead.
No, not at all.
He's going to go for the pass.
And people. Pineapple.
This is a few laps before halfway, too.
Yeah.
Oh, cars coming to pit road. Here we go. Talking about strategy. I was almost wondering when they were going to pit at first.
It's going to happen soon. Here it is.
But now they're up and in. Look at Moff almost trying to go side by side with the 22.
Because you got to remember that last caution was like right before lap 20.
I've only had some once.
Connor, can you mute your mic?
Sorry.
As multiple guys on pit road here. See who gets the best stops. See the 25 off. Let's see where the 75 and others rejoin. See Kenyon just entering a stall. Looks like Hector Daniel has damage. Oh wait, never mind.
He's had that.
Yeah, I thought he literally just got rear-ended, but then I saw the damage. Look at this side by side up pit road. Zevel and Byrne. Byrne's gonna get it. And Slicksblame will take third from Moff. As the two almost Rebels racing teammates side by side on pit road. This is Sean and Thunder is going to barely get the spot. And Barney is still out on the racetrack. I think he pitted earlier.
I'm not sure.
Arthur and Quad Kid Boy.
He might have. I mean, I saw at least 1 or 2 cars on pit road.
Now these guys getting all up to speed. And here they are. Near those 3 guys. But it's going to be Byrne with the lead. And here are the rest on pit road. These last 4 cars, and then the cycle's over.
Yeah, and I don't think staying out that long is really a benefit. Right,
yeah. Halfway lap next time by. This is for 17th, I guess. These guys have been relegated back there. Maybe a few more spots after these guys come on pit road.
Yeah, and you can probably see how many positions that Pendre lost out of that. He was running about 6th, 7th when
But
they
he
all
still has a
started
good.
pitting.
He still has a decent gap behind him though, so he can still. He's got some clean air.
I
Nobody
mean, he's
behind him.
already
He
been
can
passed.
on fresher tires. He can try and get some of these spots back. See, Barney made up a ton of time.
And
Kind of
I can
short.
tell you, Byrne is going to be doing the rain dance.
Look at Quad Kid Boy. He is after crashing, after being involved in that last caution. He's back up here. And maybe involved in another
Whoa.
one. Contact. And what a save. That was almost big. That 78's left side has already been kind of tormented already. Don't want to torment it even more. And Byrne will lead us back to halfway.
He's definitely hoping that it rains or something. Because he definitely wants to win this race.
Zevel running second. Huge run for the 47. Like, he's been top 5 all race long. Literally.
Yeah. I don't think
Started
I've
off
seen
pole.
a time where he wasn't running top 5, where they weren't pitting.
See Slick's Flame trying to get that time back. See, how about Kyle in this top 5?
He's in need of a good run, big time.
Yeah, he is. Kyle's just had an awful season. Look at this. Clash of the teammates right here. Landon got in front of his Almost Rebels Racing teammate Barney. Zevel now trying to slowly reel in that 55. As there's this little pack right here, and then this, as Truexman's going for a move on Fnatic. Now Moff is stuck on the top, getting passed by one of his drivers, maybe it's 2. Maybe he can get in front of the 35, and he does. Now Arthur's going to go the inside of the 35 after he lost his momentum. But now it's Byrne in the spotlight, leading this race. Having a really great run. Looks like that lap. Let's see how much Zevel's catching each lap.
If my math is correct, they would start pitting around 57, 58.
So how much does that mean they can last? How many laps can they last?
Around maybe 20?
Yeah,
Within like 20, 22.
Yeah. But Zevel just cut the gap down another 3/10 on this 55. He is on the move. See Kyle going for third. How about this impressive run from the 10? You can definitely say he's having a sophomore slump.
Yeah. We've seen a few of those.
Not the season that the 10's been wanting to have. Now, Landon is going to get third. You know, Landon, he got his first ever win at the Brickyard 400. Back inside the top 3, or back inside the top 3 now, trying to get his second Brickyard 400 win.
Yeah, and I would say ever since his huge crash last season at Kansas, he has not been the same driver. Maybe he might be coming back.
Well, I think he's been
He's
had a
been
hot
getting
start.
better this season.
Yeah, he had a hot start to this season, but things over recently haven't gone his way. So that's kind of relegate him to kind of low in the point standings. Right now, Landon 26 in the point standings, but a good run here can change that. Here comes the 63, looking to make a move to get the spot back from the 22, as Zevel has taken the lead from the 55.
Yeah, he's way faster.
And can he start to pull away, or does the 55 have something for him?
I mean, I think if he can get in this draft, stay there. And he's got to maintain. Got to be extra careful.
63 going back by the 22. And now the 22 can't find a hole, and he's stuck on the outside. See Moff looking for who he's going to push. Now Tendre's going to pull down on the inside. Slick Flame still hanging on this 35's quarter panel.
I don't think it'll last in this corner.
Now the 35 is going to get by. As Burn is retaking the lead from Zevel. We're missing this battle up front.
I was trying to say Moff. He was trying to follow his driver. And he did.
Yeah, he did. But the more these two battle, the more it reels in this 10 of Kyle. You know, for the season Kyle's had, I think he just, I mean, as much as he would want to be, you know, contention with the chase, I think he would just like to have a win this season.
Yeah.
You know.
There comes a point in time of the season where you've been struggling for so long. You start to just not care, and you just want to have a good run for your own sake.
And you start to prepare for next season, start focusing on that a little bit more.
I mean, there's a few drivers from last season you could ask that.
Yeah.
I mean, Burn. I mean, I would say you could ask Burn that. I mean,
Burn, definitely.
He's gone through all the heartbreak of coming close.
You could ask Landon. You could ask Arthur. You could ask, well, Arthur's also still struggling. You could even ask, let's see. You know, you could even ask Quad Kid Boy. You know, there's so many
because Quad Kid Boy was the champion a couple seasons ago and just followed it up with just not running how anybody expected him to.
And Lynn, we're coming up on the lapper of Lynn. You know, top 10 in points. I think she's just trying to keep it on the track, hope for more wrecks.
Try to take it home. It's already in multiple pieces. Try to take home what you have.
And here comes the 10. Look at him. He is right on the money with the 47 and the 55. Here goes the 47 to the inside. Now Burn, he might get passed by not just one, but two Pontiacs. There's almost contact. I think Kyle went up to the outside to avoid it.
And
Can
now
Burn get back to the inside? No, he can't.
Now
so
with these three battling, there's two more cars that are starting to reel in. That's Landon and Arthur.
Landon is right there.
Arthur in tow.
See, these guys are all fighting for the lead. I don't think these guys have a shot at going for the lead unless we get a caution or they get a good pit stop strategy. We're about 7 laps away from your prediction, Matthew. 57, 58. Here comes the 55 trying to get that time back. And the 55 moves into second. And look at the 63. He is joined into this top 3 now. And here we go. This is the 32 of Lynn. I don't think she'll make it too hard on her team owner, Zevel.
Yeah. And I think Zevel's going to be fast enough. He's going to be able to fly past her anyways. I don't think it matters what part of the track. He's going to be able to get around her. Probably the back stretch into 3 and 4, I would assume.
Top 3. This top 3 only separated by 2/10. Can Byrne get up there and possibly use the lapper as a pick?
He might
I
be
don't
able
think
to.
so.
If he can get the draft, he could get a run off the corner.
Zevel gaining a lot on the 32. Now he's going to pull to the inside, and like I said, not going to make it hard on Zevel.
Not even going to make it hard on Byrne. Not really putting up a fight.
Oh, boy.
Whoa. Just as soon as I say that.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, and the 55's pitting. The 55 is pitting, so is the 37.
So it was earlier than I expected.
Way earlier. And look at that. I don't think the
That's
63 was expecting them to come in.
I think that's about 15-ish.
Yeah, something like that. But I don't think he was expecting any of those guys to come in. So Landon's going to stay out another lap.
Yeah, a lot of those guys stayed out.
We're nearing 20 to go. Now these guys, they're going to have another about 25, 26 laps on their tires. I don't think they can make it from here. They have to pit one more time, and that's going to be a very tough call at the end of the race. As Kendrick's staying out for the lap. Very interesting call from the 92.
But once we get to that last stop, either we might see some intense saving. That might be why we have a few drivers maybe trying to stretch out this run so they can stretch out the run.
Or if it really comes down to the wire, we could see the infamous overtime.
And that is definitely the reality that some of these drivers will have to come to terms to.
And Zevel will obviously have the lead over Byrne. But Byrne is on an amazing outlap. Look at this run that he's getting on the 47. He is going to blast to the inside on this front stretch right here.
I think Byrne is better on the short run.
I think so too. Zevel just has the long run car, and Byrne is ahead. Now, let's see. Can Zevel, like you mentioned, can he respond the long run?
I think he will.
Landon's going to come out 4th. So that is not what I expected out of him. I thought he was going to lose a lot more track position by pitting late.
I think that's the good part about how the track really, how this track really kind of spreads out a ton.
Yeah.
I mean, he still has a huge gap, but could be worse.
Yeah. Better lose one spot than lose like 10 at a track like Kansas. But he's got company with Quadruped. .45, almost contact.
Ooh.
There is some contact.
Oh.
There's more contact.
And that was scary.
Landon chopped right across the 45's nose, and that was a close call.
And that took a lot of car control. Because when you have one car hitting you in a corner, your car is not going to be handling the way you need it.
45 dives to the inside again. This time he'll get the pass done with no issues. Now look at this. Zevel right on the back bumper, but look at Kyle. Huge run for both of them. Oh, yeah, caution! Yellow is out.
I think it might be Hector Daniel.
And
maybe not. No, Patrick Miller?
And this I think just threw the whole fuel strategy out the window. Let's see what happened. Oh, this looks like it happened turn 2? Not too. Oh, Jessica just won the shell race. Gets turned around, and it was Craig Popkris that did it.
That was a hard hit. I mean, right on the corner entry.
And lucky to not take anybody with her. Coming down the front stretch, Craig is
trying to make a move.
And that was just uncalled for.
That was a bit too aggressive for 22nd.
And Jessica, I think she's lucky that she has a win. She's going to fall back in points after this. But if she's still in the top 20, she's still going to have one of those wild card spots unless someone inside that top 20 wins. But holy. That is not what I expected out of this run.
Yeah.
So, Byrne, this is going to be a late race caution that I think a lot of people dreaded for, and it looks like they're staying out.
Maybe trying to
So,
pull under caution.
yeah. I think they might think that they have the fuel. They might have it to go the distance.
I still don't think they do.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Maybe they're just trying to run it to where they can maybe pit after a
And
few laps and then be good to the end.
and Lynn will have the free pass.
Good for her. Just got
Where's that?
lapped.
Where's 32?
Well, where is the 32? Where the hell?
Oh, there
Right
she
there.
is.
Oh.
Okay.
Sneaking in the middle of the pack.
So that is a huge caution, and it's going to set up a pretty interesting restart, to say the least.
Yeah. I think all the chips are on the table here.
Yep. And I think if there's a caution here, I'd say you pit. If you pit after on this caution, you have a higher chance of making it.
Yeah,
If you stretch.
I would have said pit now and then try to save as much fuel as you can, stretch it, but
I mean, I sort of agree with these guys staying out. I think that's the right call because even if you pit now, you're still not going to make it.
yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm definitely confused on what the strategy call is. But I don't know. I feel like you would pit. Have some confidence in your driver that he can save some fuel. Make it to where they only need a splash. But you also got to remember, this makes the run a little bit shorter for Byrne. He's better on the short run.
yep. And we'll be going green this time.
I mean, I don't think he'll be better on the restart, but it could happen. The only issue is he's surrounded by Pontiacs.
And wow, the 77 is out of the race.
That was a pretty
I didn't.
hard hit.
I know, but I did not think that hit would take her out of the race. That's pretty crazy.
Probably ill-handling car now.
Yeah, you usually see guys continue after hits like that, but the 77's out. So now we have 33 left.
She better hope she does not fall out of that wild card position.
Yep.
Who would be the next guy in if she fell out? I know
Beal.
Beal has one.
Well, Beal. Oh, okay, let's see. First guy outside the top 20 with a win is Monster, but he's not racing anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't think nobody's outside the top.
So
well,
Jessica would still have it.
Yeah, I think so. Because Legends is her closest contender other than Beal, but Legends is also going to fall out.
Oh yeah, he does have a win. Forgot about that.
Literally got it Coca-Cola 2 weeks ago.
I know. 2 weeks ago was a lot. Okay. That was like 14 days.
Here we go. Coming back to the green with just over 20 laps to go. Here we go. And look at the restart by Zevel. He executed that perfectly.
And I
Huge
expected
jump
that.
to 47.
But
And now he has control over the field with 21 to go.
but Byrne still has the preferred lane through the corners, so it's not over for him.
Not over for any of these guys yet. Look
Really
at Landon going
fast.
third on Kyle.
I think a lot of these crew chiefs might have been betting on a caution.
Yeah, I think so as well.
With how they race on
Especially
these restarts.
I think you were a guy that stayed out pretty long. I think you were betting on a caution.
Yeah. I mean, you save a
Here's
little bit of fuel under caution, but not enough.
Landon going for third. Trying to be a 2-time Brickyard 400 winner.
He's going to get third pretty quickly.
And look at Quad Kid Boy, after being involved in a wreck earlier, has made his way into the top 5.
And the 45 went way up the track.
Kyle, big send into Landon.
He almost made contact with him.
Landon has the run on the outside. Can he clear the 10?
He's got draft.
But more importantly, this battle for the lead.
Burns not going to have it this time by.
It's been the same 2 drivers about half the race.
I think once they get to 1 and 2 again, Burn might have a run. I mean,
Oh,
he's
here
looking.
he goes. Oh, he had to lift that time.
It might happen now. He's gotta make the move at the right time.
I don't think he's close enough yet.
Yeah, he can't do it at the wrong spot. You do it in the little short shoots. You can't really set something up there. I mean, he's trying.
No.
I just don't think setting it up in a short shoot is a good idea. I mean, that's
Oh, another yellow. Caution's out again. This time in turn 4. About I think 3 cars involved. And Beal's involved. All right, so if you pit now, I think you're good to the end.
Yeah, I think you can make it to the end if you save.
How are all these guys on pit?
The second you exit pit road, start saving.
If you save under this yellow after pitting, then you're good to the end most likely. But let's see what happened to cause this caution. Craig Popkris, this is the second incident that he's been involved in today, and this time was it of his doing? Let's take a look. Oh, contact with the two up the racetrack, and just ran out of room.
Ooh. Beal, nowhere to go.
So the 2 got hit by somebody, have made some contact with somebody.
They can make contact with 30.
The 68. No, the 68 got
68.
in there, moving up the racetrack. Then that put Brick all the way in the top, and then Nickname shot the middle, and then there was just no room off the corner.
And that running position for Nickname was not characteristic to how his race is gone.
Yep.
Because he was up front for basically the first half.
All right.
And just like that.
So, yep, here we go. Like, just as I predicted, everyone's coming to pit road.
Pit now. Save as much fuel as you can. At this point, I would go fuel only.
I don't know. I think they've ran enough laps on tires to where I feel comfortable.
Yeah, but do you want...
Maybe 2.
Do you want track position, though? It's the real question.
I don't know. I think we'll see what these crew chiefs, what the call these crew chiefs have to make.
I mean, we might see some calls with 2. We might see some calls with 4. Some with none. So far, everybody I see is taking multiple.
Yep. Zevel taking 4. Landon's going to be the first one off pit road.
I think he took 2.
Tires.
No, I think
his teammate's also going to be second off pit road.
I think I saw Landon on the jacks. I think he took 2.
Well, either way, that
Solar
really
up front. Look at the position gain for Hill.
Gosh. And Zevel lost so many spots.
So many drivers have gained so much.
At this point in the race, if you're Zevel, you have got to be going nuts on the radio. After that is a horrible sell by his pit crew. We're going to have to take another look at that. I don't know if there were cars on his outside on the exit. Yeah, he had 3 cars on his outside, so he couldn't exit the pits. He got held up. Well, either that or his crew just had trouble. But either way, big loss for Zevel.
Yeah.
Actually, a huge loss. And it looks like all those cars involved in the wreck will continue. Actually, no. Mark and Beal and Craig Popkris are out. So this will put Landon in prime position right here. After the loss that Zebel just had. Think about Byrne. Where's Byrne at? Byrne is well, it says 19th after. I think it's going to update after this lap.
But I think all the guys in front of him took 2.
And Byrne is 8th. I don't think the 25 took tires though, because he was way back in like 15th. Or
Yeah,
he might have took 2.
the 90
but
wasn't far behind. He's now in 10th.
Thunder going for his 3rd win of the season.
This would be another crown jewel to add to his legacy.
Yep. He's already won the Fanta 600 twice and won Southern 500. Trying to add the Brickyard 400 and Fantona 500 on that list. Remember, this is his second to last shot at getting both of those. Obviously, he only has one more chance at a Fantona 500 because he will be retiring after season 10. And this is his second to last shot of getting a Brickyard 400. And I think he's going to have to make the most of it here. On 2 tires, and some are on 4.
I think if he can get the jump on the outside.
Yeah,
I mean, we've seen a lot of good jumps on the outside. If he can get one of those, then he'll be set.
Yep. Ah, damn it! I forgot to change the pace laps. Whatever. We'll be going green next time. But
Oopsie.
this is gonna set a lot of This is gonna set the tone of how the rest of this race is gonna go. Will there be a lot of will cautions breed cautions?
I mean, a lot of times it does. But then if we see another caution, are they going to pit on that caution? I mean, I think at this point they're good to the end. It's going to be 15 to go on the restart. A little bit less. Yeah, they're going to restart with 14 laps to go.
And here we go. This is gonna be a big restart. Like you said, Matthew, restarting with 14 laps remaining.
So at this point, I mean, they can all push. I mean, at this point, there's no saving. You have to go as hard as you can. I mean, we got some names up in the top 10 that are, or that haven't really had that kind of run this season. Ethan Solar running 6th. Kyle, we mentioned him a couple times, running 9th.
Truexpan in 3rd.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him up front all season long. Looking for his first win on the year. And that would be huge for a team that has just had no momentum. We saw his comeback last season, though. He knows how to come back from a very big deficit points.
Don't forget about that win that he got very early in the chase.
Right now, 28th in the point standings for the 56. Here we go. Pace car is in. Let's see how they fare in the restart. Gonna have 14 to go. Green flag. And the 25 gets the jump that he needed. And he will be off to the races with the 63, and he will be clear into turn 1.
NASCAR fan is going to be able to jump down to the inside lane, so that's going to get him on the inside of Slick's Flame.
25 under pressure from the 63. Do we see Landon make a move on his teammate in turn 3 here? He's going to.
Solar's making a move on Truex fan.
I think that's exactly what we had to expect right there. See NASCAR fan in the back going for the spot on Truex fan. I think the 25 will be able to fall back in line here. He will. So now it's 2 Ole Miss Rebels racing cars at the front. One guy going for his second win, second Brickyard 400 win, and the guy in second going for his first.
Don't look too far because Empire State Racing, they have a car running in third.
After the tough season that team has had. They might be gaining though. We'll see, but the 45 is right on the tail of the 28.
I think he might be trying to make a move.
I think this 45 is definitely faster than the 28. You look to the inside, but 28 shut the door. Kyle's looking for a move. Look at Byrne right there. And more jockeying and jostling for the bat in the back.
Yeah, back there, they're way in the back. They're just going for whatever they can get.
Here comes that 25. Haven't really seen him up in the top 5 much of this race, but a win would be huge after his rival Zevel just had a horrible pit stop, and Kenyon isn't running well either. This could be the run that he needs to regain the point lead.
NASCAR fan kind of went down to the inside. I think he was just trying to get a better run. Now he's right on the bumper of Thunder.
They are tail to tail, nose to nose in this entire top 8 pretty much.
One mistake by one car can take all of these cars out.
Yep. Here we go, Byrne making a move on Kyle. Definitely expected to see that, but he loses out. Here comes the 25. Does he have enough of a run?
But here comes the 28.
Here he goes.
The 45.
25 to the inside. And he's got the spot on the 63. But look at this 45.
And now look at the 10.
Right here. 10 to go. Quadruped had a lift. He lifted.
It's not over yet.
To go. Quadruped tried to throw the block on Kyle. And Byrne is charging. He just charged past Landon. Now he's trying to go for Quadruped. But Kyle into second. The old regular season, the old championship rivals from season 7 going back at it for both of them. It would be their first Brickyard 400 victory, and Kyle's looking a lot stronger right now.
Yeah, and I think at this point, Kyle has really just gone on to the point of the season. He's just looking for a win. He just wants to have a good run. And my God, this has been a great run for him.
And here he goes to the inside, and to the lead goes to 10. So Kyle with a huge pass. Can the 25 respond in under 10 laps?
He's going to have to get back to him. He fell way back.
I think the 25, he's falling behind. I just don't think he has the car to contend. But this 55 does.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna waste any time with this 25 right here.
Yeah, not even waiting for the front stretch. Thunder's gonna fight back.
He's gonna keep third, but he's gonna lose second.
I think Byrne, he's going to be able to reel
Yeah,
in Kyle. He's gaining.
This is going to be down to the wire. Both of these guys, if they get either of them, if they get a win here, that would be just absolutely massive for both of them.
Byrne's been hungry for that first win.
Yeah, he's been looking for it for so long. This season, it will be at a Brickyard 400. What a win it will be for him, but he has got to chase down Kyle, who has just been exceptional all the second half of this race.
Yeah, ever since he found himself in the top 10, he's just been running pretty much mistake-free.
There's Landon going for third on his teammate.
Thunder might be thinking, if I can't get them, you might be able to. He's just going to almost put up no fight. Yeah, he's not putting up too much of a fight.
I think he's gonna let him go in one here.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he does. But I don't think that 25 took tires, so that was still a pretty good effort. But look at this 55.
He's on his bumper.
I think Kyle felt pretty relieved to pass the 25, but his job is not over yet. This is it right here. This is for all the glory, all the good stuff of winning the Brickyard 400.
The big thing about winning the Brickyard 400 is the legacy. It adds to everything you've done. You could win this race.
Here he goes.
To the inside.
Little bit
Shut the door.
He moves
He dives it.
He moved
Here
it.
it comes.
He's going to take the lead. Right here, he's going to clear him.
To the lead. Can Kyle respond?
And with this race, this win can really kind of erase a lot of mistakes you've made in your career. I feel like winning at a track like Indianapolis kind of tells basically the entire sport, you're here to stay and you mean business.
Here we go. 3 laps to go. Can Kyle respond back to Byrne?
Byrne pulled away a lot on that lap.
Well, yeah, because Kyle had the very bad exit off of 4. He got bumped out of the way for the lead. See, Landon losing a spot. Might lose multiple.
Yeah, he's going to fall.
Back with a 74 here.
He's going to drop like a rock.
But going back to the leaders. Here we go. Kyle is right there. Can he make the pass?
I think Byrne, he's too hungry to give it up. But I think Kyle might make the move here.
To the inside. Now if you're Byrne, you have to give the spot up. You have to wait till the last lap.
You have to give it up. You have to respond.
Just get behind him right here.
He's letting Kyle run too far away.
One more, yeah, you're gonna have one more shot at it. You can't let the 10 get too far away here.
Yeah, it's gonna happen next time by if he's gonna be able to make the pass. He's gonna have to get a monster run off of turn 4.
Yeah, he needs it right here.
He needs to have the best turn 4 of his life. I don't think he's gonna get it.
Kyle is gonna come back to the white flag.
It isn't over.
It ain't over. Byrne still has one more lap to try and get him.
Yeah.
He has one more shot. And this has to be the best lap of Byrne's life right here if he wants to get to Kyle.
He might have heartbreak. He might have glory.
We'll see. I don't think that Byrne just has enough pace to get back up there.
Yeah, I think that pass might have been the last nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it's a what?
And it will be the last nail in the coffin. Byrne gonna try one last send, but it is not gonna be enough. And off of turn 4, for the first time in over a year and a half, welcome back to Victory Lane, Kyle. And you have just won the Brickyard 400. Kyle wins the Brickyard 400 in his first win for X Factor Motorsports, and what looked like one of the most darkest seasons of his career. Below 30th in points, gets the win. But if you're burned, you have to be absolutely heartbroken. I'll give it to Burn. He put up an amazing fight, but in the end, just he couldn't outlast Kyle, who goes back to victory lane for the first time since Watkins Glen in Season 7. And huge win for Kyle as the caution is out after the checkered flag.
Lucky it happened after the checkered flag.
Yeah. And it was, I think, Truexpan getting ass backed right there. No, it was the 71 running into Barney after the checkers. Not sure what that was all about, but huge win for Kyle. And I'm sure he's going to be pretty excited to get an interview here.
I can go ahead and invite him.
Yeah, I got it. And Kyle, welcome back to Victory Lane. You are a Brickyard 400 winner. And this is your fourth career win. How did you do it?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I thought I had that lost when the 55 passed me. He's been one of the fastest cars all day, fighting my own guy in the 47. I thought I had the third best car all day, but on that final run, we took 4 tires, we made some adjustments, and man, Chad Knaus, best crew chief ever, and my pit crew, great pit crew. So this is all for them. Biggest win of my career. I've always wanted to win Indy. This is a track with so much history and substance. And this is easily the biggest win of my career. I got to thank Valvoline, Pontiac, for believing in me, and Quad, my team owner, for also believing in me. It was a harsh season, but I knew if luck turned our way, we'd win one of these things, and we won one of the biggest things you could win.
And sorry, I was zoned out for a second. But that brings me to my next question. You already said it. You guys are having a harsh season, and what does this mean to you to get a win in a season where you're, down below 30th in points?
Well, I knew it was going to be a build season either way. I didn't know it'd be this much of a build season where I'm going to be 30th in points, but this is my first year back in Cup after a year of hiatus. So I knew it was going to be a build year for both me and this team. And, to win the biggest race of the season, Daytona 500, Brickyard 400, Coke 600, they're all on the same pedestal. It means so much. It shows as well that we're on the right track as a team as well, which is just amazing for me. And I know we're going to get many more. We might not make the chase this season, but hey, we're going to be in pretty good shape next season if we're winning a race when we're this bad.
But I'm also just to fill you in, just to fill you in, X Factor won both these races today. They both won Indy races today.
Yep, Jessica won the show race. I saw that.
So how does it feel to get 2 X Factor Motorsports cars in both the Shell and Cup Series in Victory Lane at Indy today?
It feels great to be part of that equation. Quad fields these cars for us to win, and I haven't been doing that recently, so it's really great to be part of a X Factor sweep. it's really amazing. Jessica did a great job in the shell race. It's just a shame she's departing the team, but she did a great job. So, it's a great thing to be a part of a sweep like that. It's historic.
All right, Kyle. Congrats on your win, and go get him again in Dover next week.
Hell yeah.
Get Zevel, and then you can get
Okay.
myself, and then yeah. Zevel. Obviously you finished 7th today. Obviously, I feel like you gotta feel heartbroken after that last pit stop, but you had a really great comeback to finish inside the top 10. What was going through your head?
I that's just unfortunate, having the fastest car all day and just one bad pit stop, one bad mistake, and it's late in the race, and it's all over. Yeah. After that, I was just okay. I'm just gonna put my nose down and just go for every position I possibly can because I know I'm the fastest car here. I was dog walking the whole field half the race, so I knew I could just get by everyone. See how many spots I can gain in 10 laps. I'm pretty impressive how many I gained in less than 10 laps. So, this crew got a fast car, but like 2 weeks in a row, so close. Fastest car. I'm always fast here. There's just something about this track that I'm just naturally good at. I don't know what it is. So, one of these races we'll get to kiss the brick. I thought it would be today. I thought we won the pole, fastest car, but we'll be back.
Yeah, obviously, great rebound there, and even though you didn't get the win today, unfortunately, for you, it's you're probably still gonna have the points lead, and you're probably the most consistent driver still. You're gonna have what 4 top 5s and 7 top 10s after this,
Yeah.
most out of any driver in each category. So, yeah, it's not all doom and gloom for you there.
Yeah. Just still good points on the board. I'm going for the regular season champion. I just want to win on top of that. I at least won this season because I've been so close a few times already. Because consistency is not just going to cut it. I think we need a winner. We might need a winner too if we want to be really champions. But congrats to Kyle, man. That's my guy. That's my guy. I knew he had it in him. He was just shaking the rust off. He's just shaking the rust off.
Unk
Now
still got
he's
it.
back now.
Unk still got it.
Unk still got it. Unk
Unk
still got it.
All right, thank you for your time, Zell. Good luck next week.
See ya.
Yeah, Matt, you can
Okay.
you can interview.
Can you do me after that?
Oh yeah. Yo, what?
Yo, you want to fuck him?
Pause.
Now say that again.
Can you
Yeah,
do
say that.
mine after that?
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
All right.
And Thunder climbing out of the car, 6th place finish after taking no tires. Just run me through that whole thought process of what went on once you started getting past.
Yeah, I'm really happy with 6th. Yeah, we kind of struggled early in the race. We had a really bad qualifying and kind of made our way through the field. Started like 37th or something. But yeah, that last pit stop, Rodney just made the call to take no tires, risk it all for the track position. And yeah, we got the jump on the restart, got in front of Landon, and kind of held it for a little bit. I feel like I did a pretty good job of defending Kyle for as long as I could, but he just had the faster car, and I knew I wasn't keeping the lead, so I just tried to hold as many spots as I could. Ended up finishing 6th, so I'll take it. Congrats to Kyle though; he's been struggling a lot, and I know I wouldn't be saying congrats to him like 2 seasons ago, but he really has struggled, and it's good to see him in victory lane again.
All right, and you finished in front of the current points leader Zevel, so Do you think this is going to bring in a little bit of momentum for you? Maybe possibly be able to take the points lead back?
I don't think I'm getting the points lead back after this race, and I gotta be honest, I don't deserve to finish ahead of Zevel. Zevel was pretty much he was the car to beat, and I don't think I had the car to beat him, but yeah, he ran well today. It's unfortunate to see what happened to him, but yeah, we take those little gains on him each race and every race. See if he can. If he has one bad race, that's where I can strike. I feel like we're pretty good at making the most out of other people's situations. But we'll just see what happens week by week, and we're looking for that regular season title and the third one in the row.
All right, and that's Michael Cormetis after a 6th place finish at Indianapolis.
And you can get Patrick and Kenyon. I gotta get all these results and stuff. I think I already did it.
Where did Patrick finish?
Uh,
I know he was in a wreck way in the back.
9th.
Patrick Miller out of the car after a 29th place finish here at Indianapolis. Involved in a wreck pretty early on. Just run me through the race.
I can't even think straight. I mean, we had a quick car, yes, but avoiding wrecks, it's kind of hard because one of the wrecks that happened in front of me, I almost would get damaged either in the back end or the front end. Ugh. I am frustrated. I mean, as long as our season is going up, I'm hoping for good finishes and maybe good calls from Luke Lambert, that is. I mean, we're getting there. Quote Christopher Bell, this is fun. We're having fun. Done.
All right, and that's Patrick Miller after a 29th place finish. Wait, where did Kenyon finish?
Yeah, except
Where'd you finish, Kenyon?
15th.
Okay. And Kenyon out of the car. 15th place run. Definitely not what he wanted to have here at Indianapolis. Run me through that race.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm gonna beat the 25 or the 47. I mean, both of those guys have more top fives and top tens than me. So we have to figure something out. If we want to win this championship, we gotta figure something out to try and beat those guys. But today it was okay, I guess. I mean, 15th at the end. It's better than where we were before, because I think we were running like 30th before Jessica was wrecked by Greg. So we were able to like get fresh tires and make up a few spots and get 15th. So I guess it was okay, I guess. But I don't know. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna beat. I have to find a way to beat the 25 and the 47. I gotta find a way to beat them. I have to. Yeah. I suck. These and bird. Oh yeah, he's somebody. He's hey, hey. Oh,
Everything good?
all right. I'm just having some mental thinking because yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just doing like a lot of self reflection, about my not only about my team but also about myself as a driver.
Well, that's Kenyon after a 15th place finish at Indianapolis.
I'm happy. I mean,
You wanted to speak again?
I just wanted to say there's gonna be so much alcohol in the 10 hauler.
Can
And
I get
everyone's
invited?
invited.
Yeah.
Everyone's invited. It's free, except for the person that has to pay for it. Well, I don't know. Not
Not
me.
not on my credit card.
That would be you, Kyle. That would be you.
No. He probably told his crew chief to put it on his credit card.
I'll put it on Quad's tab. He's the team owner.
Oh.
God damn it, Quad.
Oh, don't worry. When I won, there was a bunch of beer on tab. That's the one thing we need, beer sponsor. Anyways, I'm gonna